I realized today that I've been running this pattern of turning almost every situation into an evaluation for who I am, my worth, and my identity, instead of just looking at the situation for what it is and separating the two. And I recognize that that has been one of the biggest blocks on this journey to embodying self worth and confidence. So, how this came up was I'm in this course with a teacher teaching about relationships and feminine embodiment, stuff like that. And she brought up this point that had me really confused. And I felt in myself this great urgency to figure it out. And I was texting her about it, trying to get her attention in the group chat, talking to Chat GPT about it, talking to Claude about it, talking to like all kinds of AI about it, ruminating on it, just really trying my hardest to like figure it out right now. And it was starting to feel really anxious and ungrounded. So I noticed that and I'm like, this is interesting. It doesn't feel like just a normal desire to clarify things. Like, this is something deeper here. So I sat down and inquired into this anxiety and urgency. Like, why do I need to know so bad? And what I learned is that this is that part of me that it's so afraid of getting things wrong, of showing up wrong, of making the wrong choice. So this part of me is trying to gain control by having the perfect framework, the perfect analysis, the perfect how do you respond in each and every situation so that I can never make a mistake, so that I can always show up in the right way. And when I look deeper into this, why am I so afraid of being wrong? It's shame. It's this feeling of if I'm not making the right choice, if I don't show up perfectly, then I'm bad. Then this means something about my self-worth. I'm too dumb. I'm not charismatic enough. I'm being taken advantage of. All these things ties back to who I am and my sense of worth, which is totally skewed. Because take the relationship situation, right? If I show up imperfectly, if I make a mistake, I can just adjust and make a different choice. I can stay in a relationship, leave the relationship. It's totally up to me. It's not this life or death situation. And one moment can't define me. And everybody makes mistakes. No one shows up perfectly all the time. And so it really is recognizing that the situation and what you make that mean about yourself are two separate things. But I think what tends to happen is a situation is going on, it spikes your nervous system to react in a certain way, and you rush to assign meaning to what the situation means about you. And then you try to control that by figuring out how do you change yourself, how do you be better so that you don't have to feel this shame about yourself or escape this bad feeling that you're going to have about yourself if the situation doesn't turn out in a good way. And this is so exhausting because you have to be so hyper vigilant in every single situation. And your self-worth is fluctuating up and down depending on how you're showing up according to you and the outcome of the situation, which is just completely backwards. Because what we have to understand is this: our self-worth is completely unrelated to the situation or what someone else is doing or the outcome. Self-worth is always here. It doesn't go up or down depending on circumstances. That's the starting point. It's our self-worth. Okay, we're worthy and valuable because we exist, because we're here for a purpose, because we have unique strengths and gifts and our essence, and we're here to be a very particular kind of medicine for the world. And everything that you go through in life is just a journey of experiencing, learning more about yourself, and adjusting your actions based on your experiences and what happens. But none of that is directly correlated to your worth and who you are. So what I'm implementing is, when a situation is happening, I ask myself, what is the objective reality that's happening with this situation? And what is the story that I'm telling myself about the situation? What is the story that I am telling myself about what this means about me? And try to segregate the two. And then when you find that story, or when I find that story, I question it. Like, is that true? Do I have to always make the right decision? What if I don't? What's the worst thing that can happen? Okay, maybe I lose some money, maybe I lose a relationship, but so what? I'm still here, I'm still breathing, I'm still feeling. Like, I'm not annihilated. And I think this is important to realize too, because there's a part of me that feels like everything's so serious. Like, oh shit, if I mess up, I might be annihilated. It's such a strong fear. And it's about grounding that and recognizing, like, even worst case scenario, if something bad happens, I know I'll find a way. There has to be a solution to every single problem. So I'll be okay. I really will be okay. And also having this greater trust in life that I am held, I am protected, I'm being led, and nothing that is real and true can be taken away from me. Money can be taken away, people can leave, whatever, but these things come and go. And if something leaves my life, that's making space for something better that's coming in. So I never have to be distressed or worried about things not working out, because it's just a redirection. So I hope this helps. If you resonate with feeling like everything turns into an evaluation of you, it's so exhausting.